Hi everybody, this is Randall with Floribama Homestead, and this is my daughter Maya, who's helping us out during the processing. And my name is Michelle. I'm going to talk through this little section of voiceover. So what Randall is doing here is he's heating up the water to put the turkeys in so we can loosen up the feathers. They've already taken the turkeys down to the kill cones, and they have humanely slit their throats and put them in a kill cone so they just kind of go to sleep. There is a huge turkey. They're like 50 pounds apiece. Anyways, we heat the water up. I believe it's 165, 155 around there. And we sort of put the bird in there and we agitate the bird around in the water just to move it around to make sure that all the feathers get wet and really hot. Because we're trying to loosen up those feathers so it'll be easy to pluck the feathers out. That's what Randall's doing right here. And then he'll test a feather. He's just going to pull a feather out and see how easy it comes out of the turkey. If it doesn't come out that easy, we'll leave it in there a couple more seconds. You don't want to put it in there for very long because then it'll end up cooking the turkey. And that's not the objection at all. We just want to loosen the feathers up. So that's probably a good bit of time. Now he's going to take the turkey out and we're going to bring it over into the garage and put it on the processing table, and then he's going to finish out talking in the next clip. So enjoy the rest of the video.
All right, so we're halfway into this process now. We got one bird. Like I said, we didn't pluck these birds all the way down. We only plucked the wings because we're saving the skin on the wings for wing night. We went ahead and took a leg and a thigh off, but we're not going to save the skin for that. We're just going to go ahead and take the skin off the legs and off the thigh. Now, one of the things that a lot of people don't know is you need to let meat rest for at least 24 hours. And if you've watched any of our chicken videos where we process down our chickens, kind of hit on this and explained a little bit that meat needs to go through rigor mortis, which is where the muscles contract and they hold that tension. But it takes 24 hours for those muscles to start relaxing. If you allow it to go through rigor mortis and for the detensioning, your meat's going to be a lot more tender. Still recording. Okay. So we're not going to save the legs and the thighs for cooking. We're going to grind this dark meat in with our breast meat for our turkey grind. So we're going to be taking the skin off of this. And we're probably going to start grinding some of this and packaging it today. It says grind meat doesn't have to go through rigor mortis, but butcher meat, whole meat, does. So we're just going to take the skin right off. All right, everybody, we got all well, not all the turkeys. We have 4 of the turkeys that are in the cooler from yesterday. We still have 3 more to process, but what we're doing is we're in here taking this dark meat off of the thighs and off the legs. And believe it or not, this is the most drawn out process because the legs have so many tendons in it that it's hard to pull all that meat right out of there. And we don't want to just throw it away, but we also want to incorporate that leg meat into our turkey grind meat, because the dark meat is where your flavor comes from. It's got a lot of fats and stuff in there that add a lot of flavor to your breast meat when you do the grind.
Yes, it does.
So I just want to show you one of the legs. We're just getting started on here. I've already cut one big heel of meat off of it. And so what we do is just kind of go underneath one of these tendons.
And I'm fixing a little boo-boo. I cut my fingers. I'm putting my Band-Aid on there. So if anybody finds a Band-Aid in their turkey meat, that was from me.
So we just stick our knife in there and go right along one of those tendons, pull that tendon out of the way, and then just cut right down that big chunk of meat right off the top right there. And that's probably one of the biggest cuts of meat you can get off a leg, because everything else is just surrounded with tendons. So we just take the best we can to get all that meat out of there. But each one of these legs probably take about 15 minutes to cut the meat off the bone. That takes a while. See all that work and you get just a little bit of meat. Alright guys, we're starting on the breast, and you can see how big these things are. They are absolutely huge. I'd probably say 15 pounds for each half of a breast. And we've removed the tenderloin off of it. You saw that earlier. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to cut these into thin strips so we can send them right through the grinder. But we'll just cut them into little strips that are just big enough to go right down the tube. That's all we're looking to accomplish here.
Crikey, look at these tenderloins. They're as big as breasts. Okay. We're going to chop these up and make them into little, what do you call them, honey?
Turkey nuggets.
Turkey nuggets, yeah. Take all this extra fat off.
But what we do is we take the tenderloin out and we cut those into little nuggets.
Just
and
like so.
And so we could put those in the air fryer. And
little nuggets.
it's a good alternative to what, if you wanted to have a chicken nugget. Mm-hmm. Turkey has a really good flavor, especially the tenderloin. So if you just decide to raise your own turkeys, I'd encourage you to save the tenderloins, cut those into nuggets, and give that a try if you want a good alternative